I did it. I did it. You know what I did? I gave out my 1,000 business cards. I did it. I didn't let the authorities tell me that I couldn't do. I didn't let the police stop me. I didn't let the haters stop me. I didn't let myself stop me. I said no. I said no. I'm gonna re-up. I'm gonna multiply. I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna find out what I don't know. I'm gonna educate myself on what I'm lacking. And I'm gonna go back out there and I'm gonna try again just as hard, if not harder, and more determined. So I called the county. I called all the counties. I called the county here, Rockdale County. I called them yesterday. No, that doesn't exist. I called the city. The city said, well, were you inside of city limits? No, I wasn't. I was unincorporated. Okay, well, you don't need a permit. She literally said, I don't know what to tell you because there's nothing for me to help you with. I called the other city in the next county over, which is the county associated with the police cars. They said, yeah, you do need a permit in this city, which is 20 miles south of where you are in that county. And those police officers, basically the city is nowhere near where I was at. And I'm not in the incorporated city. And the police officers were not even in their county. I was in Rockdale County, and their cars said Henry County. So they weren't even in their jurisdiction to be telling me anything. So I was scared. I was like, oh man, what if they say something to me again? I'm prepared, whatever it takes mentality. I'll tell them that they're wrong. The police are not always right. You know, I used to think like, oh, they're authority. Like the authorities are not always right. They need to be challenged. All authority should be challenged at some point if it's going to continue to keep its integrity. That's how you build integrity. Like if it's not getting challenged, then over time it internally weakens. So I'm challenged. Like, I'm a challenge to them. I'm challenging myself. I gave out 1,000 business cards this month. I gave out 1,012. And then you know what else? It rained today. It rained. It literally rained, right? So I'm like, man, I can't really be out here doing this. Yes, I can. I can definitely be out here doing this. I have my umbrella with me. I have my notepad with me. I have my business cards with me. What else did I have? You know what? I think I have some snacks in here. I got my fanny pack with me. I got some snacks in there. Some trail mix. Then I had put some inspiration, a lot of fire under myself. Not the boat, the whip, man. Red Vengeance, man. Look at the word vengeance. Red Vengeance. Fucking fun. That was the inspiration to go out here and just do this shit. Anybody talking about, oh, well, the police, what about them? I'll talk to them. Like, there are people doing their job. And I have my bike with me. That was my vehicle, right? So it rained. It rained on me, but I had my umbrella, so I was riding my bike with my umbrella. It's as crazy as you can imagine. I made it happen, like whatever it takes attitude. That's why I'm gonna get that car fixed. That's why I'm gonna get my car upgraded. I'm gonna get that car fixed, and I'm gonna get that car fixed. Simple as that. Nobody's gonna stop me. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm not gonna do all of it myself, but I'm going to be the motivating force to make this happen. Like, I did it. Like, talk about an achievement. 1,000 business cards. I made it happen. It's only the 23rd of the month. I can get a jump start. On next month. Give out 250 next week. And then next month, I only got to give out 750. Whatever. Like, you know, I could just, or take it easy, or just recalibrate. So, I'm on it, man. Talk about, like, hustle. I'm a worker. I'm working for my company. I'm working for my business. I'm getting I'm making it happen, like. And this is something for me, like, can't take this away from me. You cannot take this away from me. You cannot steal someone's interaction. That's like taking their past away from them or their memory. It's not possible. Unless even if you brainwash them, it's not gone. It's just hidden. But we all have muscle memory. So we remember. So that's one of the better things about this is that these achievements, these 1,000 business cards, it's one leg of the plan. One of 3 legs. This is the hardest leg. It always is. The beginning is always the hardest. I've successfully done it above expectations. My own expectations. I thought it was going to take me all month to do this. But it only took, I guess if today's the 23rd, tomorrow's the 24th. So 7 times 4 is 28. It should have at least taken me to the 28th to do this. But I made it happen sooner. So I'm within my limits and that's good. I'm trying to put this lock back on. I'll do it. But yeah. You know what else? You know what I can do? I can just use the tripod tool and be creative while I clearly lock the gate to my house. You know what? Y'all are good people. Dang, it's so tough. Okay. So, man, like it's just work, man. And the beauty of it is, although I am like I'm the worker, I'm the only person in the company, I am the worker. But for the longest, I've been giving myself the education of an executive, like how to manage balance sheets, statements, financial statements, taxes, all of that stuff. So now that I kind of, I started with the end in mind. So now that those type of foundational aspects have been laid, I just have to fill in that channel with work. And that's what I'm doing. Like, and it's just pure effort. Pure effort. No one else can do it for you. It's lonely. It can be. It's not actually lonely. But you're interacting with the customers and the general population. You're just seeing what people are like in their homes when there are no expectations on them. And they're normal. I mean, most of the people are surprised to meet a new person. But people are just normal. Like, they wear normal clothes. Even if, like, sometimes people are like, some women are wearing, like, all pink. Or they're wearing, like, a nightgown. Or they just woke up or something. Like, they're just wearing normal stuff. Some guys aren't wearing any pants. Got a big old t-shirt on. It's just whatever. Living in a $500,000 home. Everyone's doing the same thing. But how are they doing it is who. So like, if you look at things like this, like pig Latin, how is who. Statement. So yeah, I feel really good about that. Like, I feel like I definitely achieved a new level. It's a real achievement. And even though it rained on the way back here and I got rained on, I'm not even wet. I'm dry now. So what? It's just, you can say it's character building. The thing is that when I do Continue to build this character. Remember, Cameron, don't let other people who don't have the experience, the history, the knowledge, the expertise, the breadth of awareness, the intellect, the strategy, the tactics, skills, resources, track record, history, rap sheet, resume, communication, standards, intents, limits, boundaries, strengths, capabilities, boldness, rationality, logic, wisdom, emotional maturity, intellectual depthness and brevity, or breadth, endurance, intelligence, magnanimity, fortune, luck. Try to give you advice. And if they're an expert, they better give you advice on what they're an expert in. Please. And if you don't know what they're an expert in, you don't have to take any of their advice. You should probably give them an advice on what you're an expert in. Kind of like self-development in so many ways. And I don't claim to be an expert in anything. Yet. But do claim to be well-read. And I would say traveled. I mean, I've been outside the country a couple times, but I haven't bought any property in another country. I can't say I'm well-traveled until I do something like that. Then I can use that as a landing pad. Like I'm thinking Panama Canal is there, so America has a huge presence. Also, London, UK. The Brits conquered most of the world. So there's definitely something to learn from them. Maybe like Egypt, Ghana, South Africa, Liberia. I gotta go to those places first. See which one I like the most. Also, the Philippines. Check out the Philippines. I mean, yes, I want to throw out some other names of countries, but the Philippines would be really cool because as I really get real good at this and my door knocking skills, like the fruits of my labor start showing, I'm gonna set up my own call center. And most of these virtual assistants, overseas workers who do the phone calls, and I mean, they manage a lot of these credit card companies are always calling about, you need to pay your credit card bill. They live in the Philippines. So it would be pretty smart to go over there, mingle with the culture, the people, the women, figure out how they set their stuff up, and then just like get a house and probably get a house in the Philippines. Like that way I just have like a base of like, okay, yeah, I'm somewhere in Asia engaging in international business directly. Cause you know, you always got to cut that middleman out just to do it. Like, and now like, since like plane flights are a plane flight, you just budget it and then just go. Like, go to the Philippines, set up the best call center you can set up, and then continue to grow the business. Like, that's it. Like, you know, you got a whole army of people calling every day to help further the business. And, you know, it's just like, that's the type of thing where it's like, you know your purpose, then you go and seek it. And then you continue along on your purpose as an expression of yourself. I don't know anybody who's ever talked about going to the Philippines that I know that it was like, oh yeah, I wanna go check out the Philippines. No, it just came up as a part of just me just doing research and living and putting all of this knowledge into myself. Like, oh yeah, like pretty much like the best call centers in the world are in the Philippines. That's just the culture. So like, why would I not tap into that? Tap into that. That's an untapped resource because people don't know that. People don't know you could pay what you could pay somebody in the Philippines. They don't know like people. I mean, most people in working in America are working in America, but they don't realize that there are workers all over the planet. So we're living in a global economy. At the higher level, like people watching this video and like they don't where do you live at? Like if you watching this video, we're in a global economy. Where do you live at? You know, what country, city, state, county? Like so island. I could go like if I could find an island in the Philippines, I could buy it. I could definitely buy an island in the Philippines. I could see that as that would be a smart play. And also, I'm gonna get a very fast car with a parachute attached to it. Cause I'm riding my bike in the rain. And I got this umbrella and like I'm like it's not really raining, but like the wind is like pulling the umbrella and I'm like, you know what? I look so unorthodox, goofy, crazy right now. Like I just have to really boss up out of this situation and get a car so fast that it has to have a parachute. Just to look back on it and say like, yeah, remember when you had that umbrella, you was riding in the rain that was pulling you back and holding you back, but you needed it so you wouldn't get wet. Well, now you need an umbrella for this car that's so fast. Or you need a parachute for the car because it's so fast. I have a race team, right? I got a couple of race cars on a race team. Like that type of stuff. Like I'm doing that type of stuff. Man, get these Mustangs going, start racing them. Could start up a car club, but I'm gonna join a car club first. But like this is the type of stuff I can really work to express, and continue just to make money through it. Because I'm not gonna do it if it's just gonna cost me money. Like even as anything done well continues to proliferate. So it will proliferate. I will make it so. Make some dinner. And I'm gonna get braces too. I'm gonna get braces. Let me clean. Yeah, man, achievement unlocked. No headache. Nobody said anything. It was just another day. Every day counts. I'm going for my optimal operating capacity. One deal a month. For the closest deal for next month, I gotta get ready for this next 1,000 business cards. Yes. 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 Can I get it? Yes. Say it with me now. Yes. Man, you gotta bask in it sometimes. Cause just the other day, even like earlier this morning, I was like, no, what? If I can't do door knocking, like my whole plan for the rest of the year, down the tube, like, distraught. And that's powerless, and that's fear, and that's nervousness. Now, I'm powerful, and I'm excited, and I've embodied that. Because I pushed through the challenge. I didn't let the fear creep in. It was definitely false evidence appearing real. Plain and simple. It was really false evidence. They didn't know what they were talking about. And in fact, they didn't even tell me to leave. The police officers, when they spoke with me, they just suggested it. It's because I just didn't know my rights, but I got that education now. That's how it goes. So you course correct. You have to constantly keep course. Watch your 6. Constantly keep course correcting. Like right now, what could my 6 be? I got plans for tomorrow for this Mayweather boxing class. I could wake up late and miss it. Like I did on Monday, and I missed the class. Like it was gonna be really good. I woke up late, I missed the class. I could do that. I could definitely do that. I don't go over my books today. I should go over my books, figure out how much money I have left, order the screens for my rental property, and plan when my next income is. Like, definitely getting another check soon, then the next check, and then figure out where my money for next month and the month after that is coming from. Because if I'm doing this well enough, like, I already gave out 17 cards. Like, when they start coming back in about 3 months, I should routinely forecast at least 3 months out. Like, where can I at least expect some money to come in? Some months will be better than others, but I'm working. I'm really working. So if even like one dude said he's gonna sell in 3 months, that's like 6,000. So in what is it? What month is this? July. So August, September, October. So September to October, I can expect, at least if he's not a liar, or if he's nothing else happens and he continues along with his life as he says he would, to random people he meets like myself, who have no vested interest in him, like telling me a lie too, then that should be like October or September. So around that time, I could expect like, okay, $6,000. Yeah. And then as this continues to stack up, like if I do this every single month, at least I do one deal, like let's say this month, boom, the next month, I don't know, maybe I could expect at some point making $18,000 a month, like $220,000 a year or something like that. But I was talking with another agent, he was saying like, yeah, so you get about 20 leads from those 1,000 business cards. It's about a 2% response rate. And I was like, wait a minute, 2%? That's kind of it. Like I got like 18 people saying like, yeah, they trying to do something. 17 that I sent out cards for. So I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, 17 leads. 17 hot leads. So I'm like, wait, that's like, yeah. So if I do another 1,000, that's another 17. If I do another 1,000, that's another 17. So that's like 60. It was really like 54. But no, it's 51. 7, 18, no, 7, 14, 21. Yeah, it's 51 leads, 3,000 business cards, 50 to 60 leads. Like out of that, one person will close. That'll be 6,000, right? So 50 leads, one person closes, that's 6,000. So that's 2. And so for me, I'm like, 8. Out of 50 leads, one person closes in 3 months. I'm doing pretty good. Extra $2,000 a month. That's pretty good. Truly. I'm living pretty good with an extra $2,000. I thought about it like just what I'm making, and yeah. I mean, I think I'll do better than that, honestly. But I think statistically I could do better than that. More than one closing in the next 3 months, 2 in the next 6 months. I mean, that's a lot of 6,000 business cards. Even Gary Keller, millionaire real estate agent, he's like, you need to touch 15,000 people to become a millionaire real estate in your database to become a millionaire real estate agent. So right now I'm still mapping out the, those houses, right? So like the houses that I'm working, like this month I did 1,000 houses. Next month I could do another 1,000 houses and see what comes back from that. I'm gonna continue working that same farm. However, the houses in the surrounding areas, I could do other tactics or strategies once it makes sense or whatever formulates. Because I mean, I have like a 2,000 home farm, right? So 1,000 different homes every month, 2,000 for at least, I don't know how long for at least. I mean, at least for like, yeah, 6 times out of the year, and just keep working that same neighborhood. So those same homes, touching them once every 2 months. And so at the point that I get to like that dude in Cali, if I get to that point, which I probably should, where it's he's doing 1,000 business cards a week, that's like 8,000 a month. No, 4,000 a month. That's like 8,000 every 2 months. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty funny. He made 500,000, 8,000 business cards in 2 months. That's about half of 15,000, like Gary Keller said. Whoa! So this dude is he's really mapped it out. Dang, like so it's really real like that. That just kind of clicked in for me. Wow, so yeah, I could really be doing this. Like, let's say I'm doing door knocking, then I set up the call center, and they're calling. I figure it out on the way there. There's no way to determine what's around the corner that far ahead. Like, there's no way. It's not, and it's also not important to forecast that far into the future. Like, what am I going to do? Who knows what resources I'll have acquired by then? Who knows how good my judgment will have positioned me by then? I mean, I did get one lead today. This lady said she wanted to find a commercial space for a beauty supply store. So